Hey YouTube family, here we are. Got another video for you today. Got a couple machines sitting behind you, but we already just did a video about that one. That's my 89 Yamaha Banshee. This one is going to be about 2013 Raptor 700. Big bore. Issues that I ran into with it, what happened since the last video, and we'll basically go from there. But before we get too far in it, a lot of you talk about how the channel needs to grow. I need more love. This is your all's opportunity to do that. Hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time I upload a video, you'll be notified. You and your friends can follow this in the future. And a lot of you all reach out to me, and this is just an easy way to show some support to the channel. Let's go ahead and jump into the Raptor 700. All right, everyone, what did I do since the last video? Last video, the Raptor 700 was running. You all saw me take it around the house with no brakes, slam into my garage door. Not super fast, but you all saw it. We had the machine running. The header pipes was kind of cold. Wasn't taking throttle the best. It would cut out nowhere up through. You revving it, and it was cutting out and spitting its butter and falling all over its face. So I had the tune from Cuervo. It was built for a 700. Mine is a big bore 734. I just wanted to make sure it was tuned to the best possibility. I don't want anything to happen to it. You start putting a lot of money into these things. Let's do the best we can to get it jetted properly. So I decided to take it up to Miller ATV and Cycles. That's up in Strasburg, Virginia. They're about an hour or so away from me. It's funny, I posted the video up there. And it was crazy because people were like, oh, I saw your machine when I was in there. The guy owner, Steve, showed it to me. And Steve, down-to-earth guy, seems like communication was great. He texted me, gave me some information. His son, I think I dealt with him as well on the phone. No problems with these people. They're great. I actually had my LTR 474 dynoed up there. But here's a quick video of the dyno. Thing is mean. Torque monster. Wanted to jump up off the dyno, in my opinion. I haven't really had too many things dyno. There's like too many, but man, that was great. So it's tuned to perfection. Doesn't have any issues starting up. Battery and everything's good. So when I took it up there to them, the dyno is what the dyno was. And a couple days later, before my family and I went to Tennessee, we go out to Gatlinburg every year. You all need to do that. If you don't, great place to go. We go out to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area, and just enjoy it with our children. But he called me a day or two before and was like, hey, just giving you a heads up on the Raptor. We started it, put it on the dyno, and some coolant came out of it. And I thought, oh, okay, it's no big deal. Might have been overfilled. But then I revved it up a couple times, and then it was pulsating with the rev. So the head gasket is either blown or the head might be warped. And I was like, oh, well, I did do everything up from the top, rebuild. I did not pay attention to the head. I did not buy this thing running, so I don't know if the head was overheated, if it was warped or not. So it wasn't like it was something I was going to sit there and argue with the guy about. No, it was fine, this and the other. I didn't even let it get hot here. I let it idle. I drove it around the yard and parked it. I knew for sure before I was getting on this thing and really riding it, it was going to be running right. So he stated that they'll take it off, take it to see if the head needs resurfaced. And if so, they'll let me know. And they did. They let me know it needed resurfaced. We got the head resurfaced. They put it on the dyno a couple days later, gave me a bill. The bill was what the bill is. It let me know that I need to be charging more. I did tell them, just, you all do whatever you got to do, get it fixed. For me, in my head, I was thinking, it's a little over an hour, but I'm going to round down for easy number. Hour down, hour back, 2 hours of driving to drop it off. To go pick it up, hour down, hour back to bring it back home. That's 4 hours of driving and nothing done. Then I would have to take the head off, send the head off to somewhere to see if I can have it resurfaced and smoothed out. Then I would have to drive 1 hour up, 1 hour back to drop it off again, have them dyno. That's 8 hours of driving. That did not seem appealing, especially when time is money, especially when it's my own and I'm doing other machines and trying to get other things in this shop taken care of. And I was going to be out of town. So I came back in from town. It was literally the week after we got back in. So we had a big snow in West Virginia right around the time I came back. So around the 1st We came back around New Year's. I worked for 3 days. I was off for 1 day, and then we got a storm. And I worked for 3 or so more days. But it was done shortly after. And it looks like it did before. Absolutely great. No problems. They put a new head gasket on it. So it was like parts were $48. And it was 5 or 6 hours of labor. Because the dyno it was all labor. And taking it apart, I mean, you get a head off, you got to take tank off, plastics off, pipes off, and you start going down. And then you got to put everything back on, torque it down to spec, get everything on there. I don't care about what the bill was because I want it to be done right. I see some of the materials and I see some of the quality of stuff he puts out. I knew it was going to be done right. And once it came back to me, it was going to be solid. So, yeah, that was what happened. That's the experience I had. Do I have the dyno numbers right now? No. When I went to pick it up on a Saturday, they was like, hey, somebody be in there Saturday, basically just handling the business part of it. And the guy told me that Steve will be back in there through the week, and then he'll get it emailed out to me. So I'm going to just shoot him a text message just to remind him. And so we're good there. We're good. I'm not any complaints, not upset. I'm happy that it's home. I think it's looking great. Let's talk about it. So you all saw how it looked before, and it looks just like it. Nice and clean and everything. I am thinking I'm going to just relocate my key to either over here, or I'm going to buy another one of those adapters. I have it up at the top. I'm not sure. Kind of hate drilling holes in my plastics. I saw these one people online said to just put it right here where this is and relocate that somewhere else. I still need to powder coat my levers. I'll do that. Need to figure out this, or I'm going to find me an adjustable clutch cable. This is the stock one that came on there, and I have to use this spacer, and it does not want to stay on there like I wanted to. But, you know, let's go ahead and just... There's a couple of little things that I need to do. I need to get me a bumper pad. Something that'll look good, cover up the majority of this so I can have that vapor. That Trail Tech vapor on there. One of the things I have to keep remembering is to turn the key off. It's something I got to get used to. The Banshee's no key. You just turn the switch off. You're good. I mean, there's a key, but there ain't no battery, so it doesn't matter if you turn the key off or not. It's almost double overkill. So you have the key here, and then you have the switch on the handles. Both of them have to be on, but only one of them has to be off. So, looks like they put some caps right here. That's cool. I didn't have those. But for those of you who have not followed, we have the Raptor 700, Alba front bumper on it, color matched everything with the YZ blue, Yamaha blue color. Super close, it's not spot on, it's close to the plastics, very close. We use I think it's called a Signal White, because I had pure white and it was not pure white. We have the Alba +2, +1 front arms, and those are coupled with the YFZ 450R shocks. We have 2-inch wheel spacers per side on the back. The Alba steering stem or the Rock steering stem, which one is this? Rock steering stem, same as the Alba. There's no difference. Anti-vibe steering stem, soak up some of the vibrations. We have ASV levers that came with the machine, I'm pretty sure. So I need to just really clean those levers up. You know, I vapor blasted all this right here, and I Cerakoted some of it, but these need to be cleaned up. Or I'll replace them. I think I have some others back there, actually, red ones that I took off this Banshee that I was going to use. But we have what looks like some Rock beadlocks is the brand, or there are some, what are they? I mean, they look just like Albas, but there's something else. RT or something? Whole shot wheels on the front and rear. Stock chassis and everything. Nothing done to that. I'm going to change up, put LED headlights in the front. I just got so much more stuff that I need to do, you know, and not be super stressed over it. But I need to do the headlights on this. I also have... The motor is a big bore 734. Everything else is stock inside the motor. We got the dual Empire pipes coming out the back. We have the wave rear rotor. Overall, everything else is just stock but powder coated. So some of these parts are before I actually got into vapor blasting. And before I got into all that, so these are like Cerakoted in there. It looks good, it lasts well. But yeah, they did a great job of it. I just need to do a couple things, like I'm a little OCD, so I'm going to get something and clean off that little bit of residue there. But man, she looks, DRW K-Saver, she looks great. Seat covers covered up. What I am going to need is to decide if I'm going to put Nerf bars on it or not. I'd like to get some FXR or XFR Nerf bars. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But overall, the Raptor 700 is done for the most part. I say it's funny. I say it's done, then I say it's for the most part, and then start talking about what I need to do. I'm going to put a battery tender on it. Always keep these things plugged in. It's winter. Doesn't like the cold. Batteries don't like the cold. If you want to keep buying batteries, don't have one. If you don't want to keep buying them, get you a tender. I have a tender that I'm going to get plugged up to it and keep this thing plugged in. So when it's ready to rock, it's ready to rock. Like I said, I am going to do the front headlights. I just need to find out what's the best and what's the most reputable. Ooh. That's bumper guard. Levers. And I think that's about it. Narrowing it down to nothing. Nerf bars. Yeah, if I didn't say that. Yeah. But yeah, whenever I get the dyno numbers, I'll let you all know what they are. But for right now, I don't know them. Sorry. But she runs great. She takes throttle as she should. She doesn't spit, sputter. She doesn't fall on her face. And it's powerful. I mean, it's powerful. It's a completely different feel than my Banshee. Like I said, my 421 is insane, but I'll get real good pictures here in the next couple weeks if I get good weather. Right now, everything is still just like snow covered. And then once everything is not snow covered, it's going to be that mushy that you have to deal with. Yeah. Let's see. What else do I need to talk about with this one? I guess nothing. All right, everyone. If you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button and subscribe. You'll be seeing some TikToks about it here soon enough. All righty.